guys, it's Will. It's Hong Kong Cinema Appreciation Society. Welcome back to the channel. Having my coffee. It's the morning. I'm such a slob. Like, where's your coffee? Let me show you this side of the mug. I'm not left-handed, but let me see if I can do this. There you go. My left hand has had a lot of over my life. As you can see, I don't know, can you see my scar? I can't even twist my wrist enough for you to see it. There's like a massive scar there. I have a metal plate in my left wrist. I have shattered my left wrist twice. So, yeah, it's kind of a mess in there. So this is a pickups video in which I'm going to show off films from labels that I know people who watch this channel love, and in genres that I know people who watch this channel love, but that are not Hong Kong films. So if you're only here for Hong Kong cinema, this is not your bag. Unlike Swedish penis pumps and Austin Powers, it's my bag, baby. Okay, yeah, I've been watching the Austin Powers movies recently, and they're just so damn funny. Like, I saw so the first one came out when I was 14, and I almost died laughing. I thought it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. Then I was 16 when the second one came out. Again, same thing. I thought it was like the funniest movie ever. And my in-laws, shout out to my in-laws, my wife's parents, got me the trilogy for my birthday this year, and I've watched the first two, and I've had to pause the movie because I'm like crying, laughing. It's so stupid, but it's so funny. Anyway, let's get into this. So there's a lot of movies in here, and there's a film from mainland China, and so there's some stuff that will definitely, and there's like a lot of genre movies like crime films and stuff like that, so there's stuff that will definitely appeal to fans of this channel. It's just they're not Hong Kong films, and so I think you'll dig this stuff. There's a lot of Eureka, there's some Radiance in this pile, and NVD Rewind Collection, which is awesome, and which Mike and I love, which we've done videos about before for other channels that we used to have. So let me just dig in and we'll see what we have. So Edward G. Robinson, Black Tuesday from Eureka Entertainment. I've never seen this film before, and this is a classic movie, right? It came out in 1954. Written by Sidney Boehm, who wrote The Big Heat, and directed by Hugo Fregonese, who directed Man in the Attic. Black Tuesday is an explosive crime drama starring one of Hollywood's most beloved tough guys, Edward G. Robinson. Hey, well done. The star of Little Caesar, The Last Gangster, I Am the Law, and Key Largo. Key Largo is such a freaking good movie. I love that movie. If there are any other Key Largo fans, let me know in the comments. So, I mean, I love old Hollywood films. I love crime films. I love noir and like gangster movies and stuff like that. And I know a lot of people who watch this channel also like those films. So I'm just really excited about that. And this is the Masters of Cinema line. This is a Region B release from Eureka. But yeah, I don't know, I'm just excited to see that movie because I love that kind of stuff. So next we have, I may have shown this off on the channel already because I have had this for quite a while. I just haven't had the opportunity to watch it yet. It's Kubric. I don't know if I've ever talked about Kubrick on this channel. Kirk Douglas in Paths of Glory. This is the Eureka Masters of Cinema line, and I have heard so many times from so many people that this movie is freaking incredible, and I've never seen it. So finally, I was like, I need to see that film. It was released in 1957. It's only 88 minutes long, and it's a World War I film, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just read you what it says on the back here. A shattering masterpiece from one of the medium's greatest artists, Stanley Kubrick's Paths of Glory, announced the definitive arrival of a towering figure in cinema. On the French front lines of World War I, after giving the order of an impossible and disastrous mission to capture a nearby stronghold, the upper ranks moved to save face by having 3 randomly selected soldiers held and tried for cowardice under pain of death. And Kirk Douglas plays their leader, who is a civilian or a lawyer in civilian life, and he handles their defense. So, yeah, sounds like a phenomenal film, and I'm very, very excited to finally watch that. So this next movie actually is intriguing to me because Mike, who edits all these videos, who helps me with the ideation process for the channel, who helps me post everything, who I make tons of content with. We have a podcast together called Movie of the Week. You can check out the link in the description of this video. We typically pick a movie, we watch it, and we analyze it. But what we were doing recently is like giving each other like top 10s, brackets, quizzes about movies. It's been really fun. We've been having a lot of fun with that content. We might actually start a YouTube video because YouTube channel, Mike records every podcast, but we've never posted the videos. We only post the audio. So we're thinking about doing a channel for that. But anyway, Mike loves disaster movies, and he watched this movie not that long ago and really liked it and was telling me about it. The movie is Juggernaut. So he really likes like Towering Inferno and the Poseidon Adventure, like all that kind of stuff. featuring an all-star ensemble cast in Richard Harris, is he's in The Guns of Navarone, but he's also fucking Dumbledore. Anthony Hopkins, Omar Sharif, Ian Holm from 12,000 other things, but is he not an Alien? David Hemmings and Shirley Knight. Juggernaut is an unrelentingly intense suspense thriller from director Richard Lester who directed the Beatles movies, right? Like A Hard Day's Night. Did he direct Help too? Help is like one of the funniest movies ever. I love it. I think this is a disaster movie, or maybe it's like a thriller, but Mike watched this movie recently and told me it was really good and that I should check it out. So here you go, Eureka released it. Okay, so I may have talked about this in another video. I honestly can't remember. It's Tank Girl. So Eureka released this like really nice hard case like set of this film, and this movie came out in the 95, so I was 12. So I remember all the advertising for this film. I remember the comics. I remember the soundtrack. My girlfriend in high school loved this movie, and I watched it a couple times with her, and I don't think I've seen it since then. So I just thought it would be really fun to revisit. I'm sure I'm gonna have a ton of nostalgia looking at this because, like I said, I was 12, and that was like I was in middle school, and like it was like a big kind of like film with like the alternative and indie kids, like when I was in high school. And so I'm just excited to revisit it because I haven't seen it probably since like 2000 maybe. Okay, so that's the next thing I have really excited about. When this was announced, I was like, I have to get my hands on that. And then I was like, I'm probably not going to be able to get my hands on that because I probably can't afford it, or like I was very, very lucky. I called in some favors. I talked to some people I know who have some connections, and I was able to get my hands on Hard-Boiled, 3 films by Alain Corneau, or Alain, it's a French. So these are French genre films. And when I first read about them, I'd never seen them. And when I saw the trailers, I was like, man, those movies look freaking awesome. And Radiance Films does the best like hard case sets like this. I just love them. Like I love the Diagothic set. I recently got the Ninja set from them. I love the Bounty Hunter trilogy set. They look so good. I love the cases. Although Eureka is no slouch. And their Valley Girl hard case set and the Andrei Zuklowski. God, I'm forgetting his name. This is so horrible. But like On the Silver Globe and the Devil, and that set is amazing. And anyway, but back to Radiance, Hard-Boiled, French genre films. With a debt to Dirty Harry and Jean-Pierre Melville, Alain Corneau directed these 3 tough neo-noirs with a strain of wicked humor. So the films are Police Python 357, Serre Noir, which Black Series maybe? I don't speak French, I'm just guessing. And Choice of Arms. And these films are released between 1976 and 1981. They're 126, 116, and 136 minutes. There's a butt ton of bonus material on here. And they're just like hard-boiled, from what I understand, obviously hard-boiled, dirty, gritty, violent, kind of like noir crime thrillers. And I love those types of movies, and I thought the trailers looked super cool, and I was unfamiliar with the films. I was really excited to check them out, and I got very lucky, and they are in my hands now. So now we have a movie that I'm actually really excited to watch with my kids, because I don't think I've seen this since I was a kid. The Secret of Nim. Come the fuck on, right? This was released in 82? No, it's 82 minutes. Oh no, it was released in 1982 and it's 82 minutes. I was born in 1983. So this is one of those movies that was like everywhere on VHS when I was a kid, and I saw it probably like 10, 15 times. And I literally have not seen this movie in probably 30 years. And I've been having a lot of fun watching classic movies from my childhood with my kids recently. Like we watched Princess Bride, we watched The Neverending Story, we watched The Goonies, and it's just been so much fun to not only show them those movies, but to see that they really enjoy them and that they are timeless. They're not these films where like my kids watch them and they're like, oh, this is dated, this is crap, I'm not interested. Like they really like them. And so I'm really, really excited to show this film to them. A sweeping fantasy epic realized through astoundingly beautiful cell animation. The Secret of Nim paved the way for Bluth's later success, An American Tale, The Land Before Time, and All Dogs Go to Heaven. So, if you look at the animation style, you could obviously tell it's the same person who did those other films, right? Yeah, I'm just really excited about that. So this is a mainland China film, I believe, and it played at the Cannes Film Festival. This is a DVD release, and the plot synopsis here is fascinating, but I know very little about this film. It's called Only the River Flows. A film noir with echoes of Jean-Pierre Melville, Chinatown, and Memories of Murder, which is like Chinatown and Memories of Murder, like two of the greatest crime films ever made, right? A gorgeous film, and that's from the Hollywood Reporter, not like some no-name website you never heard of. A gorgeous film to look at, reminiscent of the good old days of 90s Wong Kar-wai and Zhang Yimou's cinema. That's from Screen Anarchy. A compelling, evocative mystery, says Film Stage. Culminates in a shocking dream sequence that one day may rank among the great nightmares enacted in cinema. That's from Paste. 1990s small-town China, a woman's body washes up in a local river. The chief of police, Ma Jie, is tasked with heading up the investigation. An obvious perp leads to a hasty arrest, though the mystery lingers in Ma Jie's mind. What kind of darkness is truly at play here? I think that sounds really freaking interesting. So if you know anything about this movie, let me know in the comments. Okay, so next we have MVD Rewind Collection. So if you've seen the 80s stuff that Mike and I used to do, where we would review together, like American genre films, which we did on a different channel that we used to have, we did a ton of MVD, Rewind Collection releases, and we really loved most of them. God, what were the movies that we did? We did the Nemesis series. We did all 4 of them. Mike also really liked the first Nemesis. I love the 4th one too. But there were some other really good ones in that series. I think, did MVD release the Chuck Norris Silent Rage? That movie is freaking incredible. I can't remember who put that out. But anyway, they put out really fun, awesome genre films. This one is called Cheerleaders Wild Weekend. It'll grab you by the pom-poms. I don't know anything about this movie, but it sounds really fun. It's a comedy. Dirty? Are your tape heads? I like the little old school stickers they put on here. Makes a busload of voluptuous cheerleaders with an embittered ex-football star turned kidnapper. This is just Mike's life story. Add plenty of action and passion and you get Cheerleaders Wild Weekend. It's literally just Mike's story. An embittered football player kidnapping a busload of cheerleaders. So I don't know anything about this movie, but it's an A, B, and C release, so watch it wherever you feel like it, and it sounds really fun and amazing and ridiculous. So, this is another film I had never heard of, but that has a lot of talent behind it, and I think MVD put this out too, yeah, and this is worldwide ABC release. Leonard Maltin, noted film critic, says, delightfully upbeat love story, 3.5 stars. It's called Quaxer Fortune. It's got Gene Wilder in it, and it's got Margot Kidder, who are both phenomenal and incredibly famous. Reminiscent of Harold and Maude and Start the Revolution Without Me, this gentle comedy is the story of a man out of step with this world, marching to the beat of his own drum. Quaxer Fortune, who is the character, I guess, played by Wilder, earns a living by following a horse-drawn delivery wagon in Dublin, scooping up droppings and selling them as fertilizer. Margot Kidder is an American exchange student who finds herself drawing to this unlearned but not unknowing man. It just sounds really, I don't know, I really like comedies. I like romantic comedies. I like romances and dramas, and who doesn't like Gene Wilder and Margot Kidder? It just sounds really interesting to me. This movie is just the story of my life. Daddy! Yeah. Okay, actually, I don't really know that much about this movie. Oh, no, wait, this is a high-concept sci-fi film, right? Yeah, okay. This actually sounds pretty funny. Daddy is a dystopian dark comedy set in a society where the state has the power to determine who can and cannot father children. 4 men attend a government-mandated retreat in the remote mountains of California, but when they arrive, there's no guide or instruction waiting for them. So left to their own devices, they must prove to themselves that they have what it takes to become fathers. So this sounds like pretty biting social commentary, right? In that, we live in a world in which men tell women whether they can or cannot have children based on laws that are made to control their bodies. And here we have a world in which men cannot have children unless they're allowed to. And the only way that they can pass that test is to be left to their own devices, which we know never goes well, according to history. So I get the social commentary here. That sounds fun. This is another movie I know very little about. It's a Christmas vampire movie, Silent Bite. A gang of bank robbers take shelter in a motel after a Christmas Eve bank heist. Unbeknownst to them, they are not the most dangerous thing seeking refuge this cold Christmas night. I love vampire movies that are really well done. I love Bram Stoker's Dracula. I love the Bela Lugosi Dracula. I'm a big fan of the Underworld series. I don't know if I ever talk about that on this channel, but I love those movies. The first 3 especially. I don't think I've seen the 5th one. The 4th one I liked. It was fine. It wasn't as good as the first 3, but I liked it. So yeah, I'm a big vampire fan, and I like vampire mythology and stuff like that, so maybe I'll dig that movie, I don't know. Okay, so I believe this is the second Laurel and Hardy Silent Year set that Eureka has put out. The first one was fantastic and hilarious, and I have it and I have watched it. My dad is a huge fan of old Hollywood comedy. Laurel and Hardy, Abbott and Costello, the Marx Brothers, W.C. Fields, like Mae West. Like, we grew up watching all that stuff, me and my brother and my dad. And my dad still to this day will send me like Mae West clips or W.C. Field clips that he finds on YouTube. Mae West is so goddamn funny. There's one that I can't get out of my head ever is when somebody goes, "Oh, he's some guy comes in the room. She's like, "Yeah, you're a big guy, aren't you?" And he's like, "Oh, he's 6'7". Forget about the 6. Let's talk about the 7 inches." So funny. She's so bad, but she's so funny. What's the other one? There's another one where a guy's like, "I changed my mind," and she goes, "I hope it works better." Something like that. She's so funny. Anyway, I just love that shit. I love old Hollywood comedy. And these are the silent ones, and it's just great. It's just great. And I already did a video about this, but it was in my pile. So it's the Dr. Mabuse set. There's, I think, 6 films in here, and these are like German kind of noir crime films. And I loved the first one. I reviewed it. This is a Eureka Masters of Cinema set, and I highly recommend that you check it out. So my name is Will, and that is my massive pile. I'm going to try to pile these all up and show them to you at once, but I doubt I'll be successful because there's just such a big pile. These are non-Hong Kong films from labels and in genres that I know people who watch this channel appreciate, that I have acquired over the past several months, that I just thought people might be interested in seeing, since this is kind of, at this point, a physical media channel. Can we do it? Can we do it? Oh, we did it. Let's get that thumbnail done, eh? Yeah. Cool. So, thanks, and we'll see you next time.